Hey everyone and welcome to my CARYL is Endgame video. There's a lot of upset in the fandom lately. Loads of people are giving up on CARYL, giving up on The Walking Dead completely, which I think is really sad, and I don't think there's much point in at the moment because there's still so much hope left to go. So before we begin, I'm going to play a short clip from
Where there's life, there's hope.
Can't lose you too.
And love.
I don't want you to die.
I hope that's not what you're walking away from.
Couldn't lose you. What if I am?
I was actually rewatching some of season 7 and I noticed with the scene between CARYL and Ezekiel that she actually says she is walking away from love. So without that in my mind, he does love CARYL. And it's not as a mother and it's not as a brother. It's a romantic sexual love. I get so wound up when people say that CARYL is in her 60s or is way too old for CARYL. I mean, the actor and actress actually have hardly any age gap between them at all. It's ridiculous. Melissa McBride, I think she's absolutely stunning, by the way, but because she doesn't conform to the normal beauty standards of having, dyed hair and Botox that women of a certain age are expected to have, it's just really winds me up. But anyway, the point is, CARYL and Daryl, it's listed on the wiki that they're listed as a similar age, mid-40s. So anyone that says that CARYL's too old for Daryl is just sexist and an idiot, basically. Another reason why people say, oh, CARYL and Daryl aren't going to get together, oh no, they're not meant to be together, is because they're really good friends and they've been really good friends for a long time. And I'm like, hello people, have you not watched any other TV programs or films where a couple have been friends first for ages before falling in love? It's like one of the most common and cliched romantic tropes of all time, people. Like, it's what happens. If you had two people that were in love and they got together straight away, it would be boring. That's why they do it, and that's why they've made CARYL and Daryl have this relationship for so long. Just because they've been friends for ages doesn't mean that it's never going to happen. I mean, would you say that to Monica and Chandler from Friends, or even Ross and Rachel from Friends, even Pam from The Office, Ben and Leslie from Parks and Recreation? I could go on and on and on about all these things, which I'm sure I've touched on it before, and I'm going to go on to it again, because this is another thing that really winds me up, makes no sense at all, is people saying that CARYL and Daryl are like brother and a sister or mother and son. This is The Walking Dead. It is not Game of Thrones, okay? I don't know where you got the idea that offering someone massages or, flirting with someone, calling them Pookie, having loads of sexual tension with someone means that you're related to them. I don't know. You've been watching too much Game of Thrones, mate. This is The Walking Dead. If you flirt with someone, you have sexual tension with someone, you give someone a fucking massage, you fancy them, okay? It's sexual love. It's not brother and sister. It's not mother and son. And just to prove it to you, here are loads of scenes.
Get you a peach.
I'm not gonna let you pull away.
You ain't my problem. Sophia wasn't mine. All you had to do was keep an eye on her.
It's pretty romantic. Screw around.
I'll go down first.
Even better. Just so you know, I liked you first.
Me, Carol.
No.
I'm like a dog sat in paint, wiped its ass all over the place.
I kind of like it.
Stop.
You good?
Come here.
A hell of a lot more people are gonna die. People who want to live.
You stay the hell away from Carol, you hear me?
What we have to do requires sacrifice one way or another.
She gets hurt.
I've seen you making the rounds,
She dies.
trying to play nice.
She catches a fever.
But if you screw this up,
She gets taken out by a walker.
mess with Daryl,
She gets hit by lightning.
I will slit your throat while you sleep.
Anything happens to her, I'll kill you.
By now it's pretty obvious that, yeah, they're in love. So why is Carol going to be with Ezekiel in season 9? Well, that I believe is another plot. Mainly the writers are idiots and they need someone to love Ezekiel so that his death will be meaningful, and also so that this person will rule the kingdom when Ezekiel goes. I mean, and that's one of the big things I'm taking out of it, is the fact that Carol will be running the kingdom as a leader once Ezekiel dies, and trust me, he is going to die. This is happening. And I don't really believe that Carol is in love with Ezekiel. I think she probably does love him. She's certainly fond of him. I mean, they raised Henry together. They're certainly good friends. But she's not in love with him. And I believe she is still in love with Carol. I mean, I was beginning to lose hope until I saw that leaked scene from, I think it's episode 1 of season 9, of Carol and Daryl sitting together, which I'm going to evaluate for you now.
I'll kill you.
Want you in bed?
Aren't you? We don't sleep.
Okay, so first things first, this takes place somewhere at night. Everyone else is probably asleep. Daryl's awake. He's smoking. It's probably not his first cigarette. He's probably had quite a few. He must be quite upset about something. Also, I'm not sure where they are. I mean, I think it's a sanctuary, but I'm not 100% sure. If anyone knows, please write in the comments, because I have no idea. But anyway, Daryl can't sleep. Daryl can't sleep. I think maybe something's going on. I mean, I did write a fan fiction about this where I thought this was going to be the night before Carol and Ezekiel's wedding, if this is going to happen. And I think that's important, because why is Carol awake? She must be having some kind of doubts or second thoughts. Something's not quite right. You'll see later on as she's saying, she's drawing the links between her and Daryl. We don't sleep, you know, like they're a unit. And then she even moans about Ezekiel, saying he's annoying.
Ezekiel, on the other hand, sleeps like a baby.
We gotta eat her. Oh, I gotta be a king or something. I get food around here. Does he snore fancy too?
Stand up.
I use those clips of New Best Friends as well, just to show the parallels between those two moments where Carol's kind of making fun of Ezekiel and Carol saying that will stop it in a tricky way, but I think secretly she likes it. And that is another kind of way of flirting. I mean, Carol, clearly you can tell by his body language in his clip, he's not happy about the fact that she's with Ezekiel. He won't look at her. He's like grinding his teeth together and looking down. He's clearly upset.
He's a bit corny, but...
Glad I have Pookie's approval. Sorry, Pookie.
Okay, so according to the Urban Dictionary, Pookie is a term used for someone you go with or are married to. Okay, a term of endearment and affection. It's what you call your partner or your husband or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or whatever. They're in love. I'm sorry, you don't call your sister or your brother or your mother or your dad Pookie. It's what you call your boyfriend. So clearly there's some kind of flirtation going on still, even though she's with Ezekiel. And this is where the clip ends, and I really, really wish we got more, because I don't think Carol's happy. Not really. I mean, first of all, if she was in love with Ezekiel, even if she couldn't sleep, she would be in bed with him, just enjoying spending time with him. She wouldn't be out there with Carol. Also, her whole body language in this scene, she doesn't seem that loved up. She seems kind of like okay, but it still seems like there's something missing. Although that's all we got of that clip, in the main trailer that was released, there is this clip where it's Carol leaning her head on Daryl. I'm going to play that now because I think that's part of the same scene we're seeing, because they're wearing the same clothes and the room looks the same. So just watch this clip and see if you agree with me. clearly there's something going on between these two. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some kind of love triangle going on because, again, it's a TV show. How many TV shows do you watch where there's a love triangle involved? Again, it's a cliche trope used to create drama. I mean, they're running up stories. Of course, they're going to do something like this.
Daryl, stop!
Also, why does it look like Daryl's leaving Carol's tent? And why is he beating up some guy for her? Why isn't Ezekiel doing it?
Go.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to subscribe, comment, like the video, share it around. Come on, Carylers, we need to unite. It's gonna happen. It is. So stay strong.